Hello everyone, welcome back to Evermoor. We're going to be continuing this build that we started last time. So last time I built this, giant axolotl palace. And I need to be careful because things could start attacking me at any second, so let me just prepare myself. So we built this palace last time, and it's just the start of a much bigger project I had in mind, a much bigger kingdom. So, I think I'm going to spend this episode or this video just expanding a few areas. You can see I have a few buildings already planned. And you already saw the portal that I built. I finally got my portal moved underwater, and I wasn't sure if this was actually going to work. I wasn't sure if I could put a portal underwater because I thought, water breaks portals. But come to find out, you can put a portal underwater, you just can't waterlog it, and I thought that was going to look strange. But now I'm looking at it, and I think it actually looks kind of okay. Yes, it doesn't look as purple, but you still get the particle effect, so I think it looks pretty cool. And when you're in the portal, if I can get in the portal without actually going through it, you catch a glimpse of the palace through there. But anyway, so the lighting isn't the best. It does look quite different with shaders on, but I'm not going to do that just yet. I do have to look at this area with shaders though, just to get a feel for how it looks without the night vision from the conduits all around me. Oh, that's another thing. I have conduits positioned all around this palace, and I think I'm going to need more, because currently I don't think I have enough to cover all of the area that I was thinking. So you can see that light way over there, that is one conduit. We have one there, and then there's one way over there, and one past that island back there somewhere. So I think I'm going to need one in between each corner, so I still need at least 3 conduits would be perfect, because then I would get a nice radius around the palace to build things on. But anyway, I think enough introduction of what we're going to be doing in this episode. Let's just go ahead and jump right into a time lapse. We're going to be adding all kinds of cool things, including this glow squid tank over here, which I'm super excited about. And we have a little amethyst viewing room that I'm going to turn this into, since there is an amethyst geode conveniently positioned right here next to the palace. Well, it's not the best spot, but since it's here, I figured I'd do something with it. I'm excited to start working on this, so let's go ahead and start it. So I didn't get a whole lot done, but I got as much done as I was planning to get done. There's still a lot more to do in this entire area, of course, but this is a good start, and it starts to give me a feel for how the rest of this place is going to look. There's still a lot of decorations to be added, but let me just go ahead and swim around, show you all that we did so far. Of course, if you were in the live streams where I was doing all this, you're already familiar with all of this. But first, let me show you the glow squid tank. I'm not sure exactly how many glow squid are in here. It's somewhere between 20 and 30 glow squid. That much I know, but I don't know the exact number. Right next to the glow squid tank, I have this little smaller version of that same building. I don't really have a purpose for it yet, but as of right now, it's just housing a beacon as well as a temporary place for my blue axolotls. Yes, I finally got the blue axolotls. It only took me ages to get these things since you have to breed them to get them. So, took me ages to get the first one, probably several weeks of trying. I finally got one, now we have two. So I'm going to move these guys to a much bigger tank, maybe a much fancier place. I haven't really figured out a design for that yet, but they are for sure going to be moving in the future. The other big thing I did, as you saw, was expanding this Amethyst Geode so you can view it from up here. I just think this is so pretty. I love this. This actually turned out a lot better than I was expecting it to. So I just left all of the budding amethysts there and then expanded the sides a little bit and capped off the top so you could actually come in here and view it. And it's just so pretty, look at it. I did have to make sure to light it up with end rods every now and then, but they kind of blend in well enough where you can't even notice them. And then there's a simple staircase that goes down. And then we've got a little pathway that goes around the side, similar to the staircase we did in the end tower. I kind of stole that idea for myself and did it again here. And then this doesn't really go anywhere yet. We do have an Enderman down there. But there's not much down there yet. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that space. Or just leave it there for mining. But if I ever need amethyst, I'm definitely coming to this place versus any other place that I have gotten it in the past. This whole area was completely unexpected, but I'm really happy I have it now. And then the other major thing we did, of course, was to add the path. Now, something special about this path is it's entirely made out of raw iron blocks. And I've used up all of the raw iron blocks that I had at the moment, and I was only able to extend it a little bit off to the side here, up to that point right there. So I'm going to need to collect a lot more iron because we're going to need more paths. And yep, that took me a long time to get all of that iron. So I'll be doing a lot of mining and caving, probably for more. Ooh, copper. Now, aside from all of these things, I tried experimenting with the landscaping by adding some sand. I want to definitely do a lot more landscaping, such as adding coral gardens and maybe possibly some underwater trees. I have all kinds of ideas. I would just have to experiment a little more, figure out where I want to place things, and etc, etc. I do have a little to-do list over here just to get ourselves started. This has just a few things I wrote down, and some of these ideas were given to me in a live stream. Oh, Mr. Sheep, the sheep up there on the island, we need to make him a home. I think I'm gonna give him a home underwater for him to have. And then we've got all these other random things. If you can think of anything we could add to this place, any specific buildings or anything, I just want it to look like an underwater city, so I'm open to any ideas. Something I was thinking about adding though in this episode, I want to do some of these archways, and I was experimenting with some designs for that, so I'm going to see if I can figure out a good place to put them. The problem is, I want to put them in a place where they won't really get in the way of the view of the palace over there, especially when you first exit the portal. I would like to have them over the pathways, but maybe have them right here versus way over there. I don't want them to obstruct the view of the palace. I guess it would be okay to try putting one right here, but then having a few others going over the pathway over here, just in places where they're not really getting in the way, but also adds a little bit to the scenery. I have some materials now, so I'm going to try one of those arches that I had in mind. I'm going to try one right here in front of the portal, even though it's kind of close, maybe a little further out. I just don't want it to get in the way of the interesting view. Let's try something here maybe. And I'm going to be using a variety of blocks in order to get a neat gradient effect. So by doing this pattern, let's do that same thing over here. So I've got polished, calcite, chiseled quartz, just to get myself started. On the base, I have some trapdoors. Building underwater is so easy, except for when it comes to drowned. I don't like them bothering you every 5 minutes, but being able to swim around your builds just makes everything so easy. Okay, and we've got some stairs here. Gonna put a stair there, there. Then I think I need to go up a block. Another stair. Go up a block again. I guess I can do a slab on top. I'm not really sure how the top is supposed to go. Let's do this now. Okay, that's fairly straightforward. And if we wanted to decorate it even further, we can drop a chain here. And I don't know if I want to go further down than one. Maybe 2 chains down and then the lantern? Yeah, something like that. Well, that's one way to do it. Let me see how that looks when you're approaching it. It's making sure it doesn't get in the way too much. I mean, it does look nice, but yeah, it kind of gets in the way of the view. I wonder if I should just not do the lantern for this one. I might put the lantern on some of the other ones, but I feel like this one, it just gets in the way and kind of ruins it. I'm not sure if I like that, but I'll keep it there for now. I'm gonna try another one over here. Maybe if I just space them out every now and then, or maybe if I just put a whole row of them. I don't know, let's just build a few more and see what we think. Alright, I didn't build as many as I thought I was going to. I built these 2 over here, just as something to cover the pathway. I felt like if I added too many, again, they're just going to get in the way of the palace. So we're just going to settle with these 2 for now. I did also want to talk about, since I forgot to before, the conduits. I am supposed to have 9 conduits in total, and I just need 1 more. Well, technically, 1 more Heart of the Sea, because in, which one is it? In this one, I have a conduit here and a Heart of the Sea. So these are additional ones to the ones I started with at the beginning of this video. So I just need 1 more Heart of the Sea, and those are so hard to find. But I just need 1 more to finish my perfect ring of conduits. And then we'll have all the space to be building in. And it's gonna look so amazing when this is all filled in. When I go to the surface, you can kind of see all the lights down there. It looks even better with shaders, which I can show you right now. How about we do that right now? Let me go ahead and turn those on, and then we can look at it in its full glory. There, it's so pretty. The lights are very subtle right now, but eventually this whole place is going to look even brighter with all the things I have planned. I would want to have it lit up pretty much everywhere, and right now most of the lighting is very faint from the glow lichen that I have all over the path that helps light up the path really nicely. Over here is the brightest where all the sea lanterns are. But the drowned are very, very annoying in this area, so the more of it I can light up by the end, the better. But this just looks so beautiful with shaders. Love it, and I love being able to go look over there and see all the glow squids. So pretty. And then I think the Amethyst Geode, though, is still my favorite place to look at with the shaders. Love the purple. I feel like I haven't gotten very much done in this video, even though this did take a couple weeks to do the things I did do. But it just takes forever to plan out all these things and knowing what I want, exactly where I want it. Maybe I just need to come up with a better plan for everything. You are not welcome. So, going back to this board, yes, there's still a lot to do, still lots of things to add. And if you have any ideas, let me know. The random buildings, by the way, that's going to be most of the work right there. I just want to have a bunch of random buildings, probably a lot more dome-shaped buildings like that, spread around, but I also want to do different style buildings. I'm just going to have to mess around in creative and figure out how those are going to look first. We're making progress, slowly but surely, on this area, and I don't know how much longer I'm going to work on this area before I get distracted with another project, because That seems to happen with me a lot, where I start one thing and then another thing catches my interest and I go work on that thing. I'm just all over the place on the server. I have so many things going on in different places and then I forget to work on them, such as the museum. There's still so much work to be done there and I haven't really touched it in forever, even though there's a lot of stuff left to be done over there. So I'm just all over the place. Who knows what I'll be doing next time? But I definitely want to be expanding this area. Definitely want to get that last conduit. That would be a good milestone for this place. Getting all of those set up. Then we can start looking for more iron to expand our pathways, start planning out buildings. Super exciting and slowly coming together, but I think it's worth it so far. I really like this area so far. Alright, let me turn off these shaders because they're awfully dark. Oh, I know what we're going to do next time. Next time we're going to give you guys a better home. What do you say to that? Oh, something I did want to show you too that I completely forgot about is I've made this little portal on the nether side. It's not much, but at least it's a little marker for the Axolotl kingdom. And yes, you do need to be on the lookout for those drowned because they're always invading. But I absolutely love this portal. I just took that Axolotl statue I did in the palace and made it look like it's peering over the edge, and it's so adorable. I love it. Enough of my rambling. It's time to end the video here. I hope you all have a great rest of your day or night, whatever time it is for you. I look forward to seeing you in another video. And I am being attacked. Goodbye.